Hello, everybody. So I never know when my lives start, if there's that countdown music or if you're forced to watch ads. I don't know whether to pause and wait for a little bit or to go ahead and get started. So let me know those things. Do I have that countdown music that comes on, or do you come straight in and see me? Anyway, thanks for being here. Welcome to my live, everyone. My template just finished cutting, so I'm excited to get started. Now, before I do though, I want to say hi to people in the chat. And so I'm just going to scroll down this really quick. So hello, everyone. If I miss you, please forgive me. I don't mean to, but let me say hi to the first people here. So hello, Carol and Cheryl. Sharon Davenport, going to see it from the beginning. That is awesome. Hey, Karen N., Miss Becky, Patricia Johnson. Hope your day was well as well, or great as well. Miss Becky, Natalie Hatchett, Char. Hey, Uni. Callie Trish, Lynn, Hilda. Thank you all so much for being here. Did 3 orders. Let's see what this said. Did 3 orders on last. Got second, third one. We'll get the second. Okay. Did 3 orders. Did 1. Do the rest tomorrow. Lost package showed up. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I saw that it felt like Christmas. You have a great collection of stones. Hey, Tionda. Tamika Cole, hey, thanks for being here. Valerie Morgan, thank you for being here. Hey, Cheryl. Creative Kim. Shanita, Miss JB, Gail McGinnis, Beverly Smith, Samantha, Shonda. Hopefully it's Shonda. Is it Shonda or Shannon? I am so sorry. My eyes are old and I can't see that far. So I'm like, what's that say? Deep Dimples to Davis. I love that name. Newan Rancher, Lynette, Laura E., Melissa. Melissa, you had some great templates on Facebook today. I loved them. Michelle. Hey, Chris. You unboxed your Cricut. Good job. Okay, if you can start working on your Cricut, I can start working more on my embroidery. All right, Creative Kim. To Be Young, Gifted Black. Hope you're doing well. Up Designs. Patricia Chapman. Hello. Jamie M. Hello. And JV Patterson. Hey, thank you for being here. So what I'm going to do tonight, it's a little bit of a repeat of something I did. I made a Friday shirt a while back, and I wore it to school where I work. I wore it to work the next day. And I think that's been 2 Fridays ago. I don't think it was just last Friday. Surely it wasn't just last Friday. Hi, Joanna. And I thought, I can't wear the same Friday shirt every week. The other thing is, hi, Kevin. The other thing is that my first Friday template, let me go ahead and turn my overhead camera on. And then let me figure out where that comment is so I can get that off of there. So poor Valerie's like, take me off the screen. Hey, Miss Nene. Victorious Creations. All right. So the first template that I did was just, you could do a 1 or a 2 color. So I can't remember if I did this in 1 color and this in a separate, or everything in the same color. But then I think Patrice talked about an outline for the word yay. And so what I did tonight is, I thought I had cut it out already and I hadn't. So I started cutting it out. So that's why the live's later than usual. But I did cut the next one all the way out, including even this fry, because I wanted it to fit together correctly. So I didn't have to really think too hard. And so that's what I cut out. And so we're going to go ahead and try to peel that off. Hopefully it cut well. If it didn't, plan B. We're going to do another one of these. And the shirt I made before, it was a t-shirt. Well, I'm in Kansas, and the weather in Kansas is very fickle, very unpredictable. Here it is late April, and tomorrow when I go to work, it's going to be like 45 degrees. Well, that's the low. Maybe it'll be up to 50 by then. But it's still going to be cold. And so I also thought, well, most of the time when I want to wear a Friday shirt, it's going to be when I'm working. and that's during the school year. I do work through part of June, and I start back August 1st, but there's not a lot of people around, so I kind of wear what I want. But I thought, let's go ahead and make a sweatshirt because I'll get more use out of a sweatshirt than I will a t-shirt. So tonight I'm going to put it on a sweatshirt. Also, I share an office area. So I have a little office, and then there's 2 other little offices in my area, and then a little conference room. The other 2 people in those offices are men. And Kevin, no offense, but men like it cold. And so they turn the air conditioner even when no air conditioner is needed, and I'm always freezing. So I can always wear a sweatshirt. I could go there in the summer, and if they're going to be there, I can still wear a sweatshirt and be fine. So putting it on a black sweatshirt tonight. All righty. Hello, Sharon and Sharon Lee. Stephanie Calloway, I am doing well. I hope you are too. Okay, Up Design, you bought that KTM mask and got it yesterday. I don't know if you've used it yet, but I hope you love it. I love it. Okay. So Elevate Artistry, I tried to download the program last night. All right, so last night, what was last night? Wednesday night, which program did you try? Oh, Silhouette Business Edition? Let us know if that's what you tried to download. Hey, Sandra. Again, my old eyes can't see that far. Yes, Sandra. Tianda, hope you're doing well. Oh, you cut this template today, Tianda? Well, you should make it right now with me and then post it on the Facebook group. That would be fun. Hey, Jancy. Totally Tanya, hello. Thank you for being here. Thanks, Miss Nene. She's reminding you guys to hit that thumbs up button. So today, hey, Patrice Williams. Anita, hello. Sandra Francis, hello. All right, so today was kind of a weird day. Do you ever have those days where you just kind of feel melancholy? Like there's nothing you can say is wrong. Life is the same as it always is. Hey, Sister Care. Life is the same as it always is. But for some reason, you just feel melancholy. Well, that was me today. And so I'm so happy to be here and hang out with you guys because crafting truly, truly, truly is one of my therapies. Hey, Donisa. So, Donisa, I was just starting to talk about, yeah, Jamie. I was just starting to talk about that I was just feeling melancholy today, and I don't have any reason to. Life's the same today as every other day, but just certain things came to mind and just certain things that, you know, we all have hard times in life. Even people with what appears to be the best of lives, we still have struggles. They still have struggles. Everybody still has struggles. So it was a struggle day for me. Let's see. See if I miss anything. Hey, Stacy. All righty. So, hey, Mary Brown and Marcia Donahue. So then I worked a little bit late. I got home and I was just like sat down on the couch, all defeated, you know. And then the phone rang and it was my son. And so my son's been in school for many, many years. And when I started my channel, I started it back in, I think it was September of 19, I think. I'm not sure. And I started it not realizing that like people actually watch a certain person over and over and over, because I'd never used YouTube that way. I would just look up videos on how to do this or how to do that. Anyway, I started my channel, just kind of a slow grower, which was fine with me. And then after a while, once you hit 1,000 subscribers and you have 4,000 watch hours, then you become monetized. And then you can start making a little bit of money. That's nothing much, but you know, when you're starting, but it's nice. You feel kind of validated and like, okay, I'm not just helping someone, which I started my channel because I loved crafting. It is a therapy. And I thought, I think others could use this too. And my kids were both out of the house. I had a lot more free time. And so I'm sorry I'm making this story really long. Anyway, the phone rang. It was my son. He's been in school for many years, and he called today. The last 11 months of his education, he's done 9 1-month rotations. And he works in like pharmacies or hospitals or places, rehab places. This last time he was working in a company where they make somehow a type of robotic prescription filling machines, and he was having to keep, I don't know what he was doing there. Anyway, he was working all these rotations full time, and you don't get paid. You don't get a single penny. And so over the last few years, I really used the extra money that I don't spend back on YouTube stuff, and just gave the money to him because he's already going to be in debt up to his eyeballs. So he called today, and it was his very last day of obligations for his pharmacy school. So he's done. He's done with his rotations. He only has to do a little bit of online stuff where he reports back to the school his experience at his last rotation, but he is done. And I don't know, that just kind of made my day. And so when you have watched a video, when you've given it a thumbs up, when you've come onto a live, when you've wished me well, you have supported what I've supported. And that's been my son. And I'm tearing up, but I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys. So thank you so much. I told you it was a melancholy day. I shouldn't have even talked about it. I knew I'd tear up. But I truly am so thankful to everyone that's given me this opportunity to come into your homes, to come into your cars, your workplaces, whatever, and to spend time with me. So thank you. All right, so now we're getting back to the shirt. Hey, Eve. Thank you, Melinda. Okay. Settings used for the rhinestone flock. So the setting that, oh, you think you finally figured it out. What'd you use, Donisa? Baby Eye Services, hello. Cammie, hello. How did you do this? I like. Thank you. So, hey, Sheila. So what I did, if you're new to this, I made a design in Silhouette Business Edition. And Silhouette Business Edition has a rhinestone feature. And so I made the design, and then I cut it on my Cricut. And people always ask, why do you cut on your Cricut if you use Silhouette? I don't own a Silhouette machine. And so I used to, and then I gave it to my sister. And then I got my Cricut because a friend had one and she could cut leather with it. So I got a Cricut, and then I discovered rhinestones thanks to the baby's booty. And so I started cutting templates, but I didn't want to buy a Silhouette machine since I already had a Cricut. So I used Silhouette Business Edition to make it, cut the holes in the flock. The setting that I use, but it may not be right for you, but the setting I use is a pressure of 340. I think it's 340, single cut and fine point blade. And so you see right here, well, we might discover that there's a flock dot left, but I think turn it sideways so you can see it. I think every single flock dot came out of that. And so that's a really good setting for me. Again, it may not be for you. And so try small little sample cuts. All right, so the colors I'm going to use today are Sapphire AB and Sapphire. And so most of you know about rhinestones. If you don't, these come from the baby's booty. She's on here. Her next buy-in starts on the 30th, so here in just a few days. Her website is in the video description, but these are hot fix rhinestones. So a hot fix rhinestone has a dried adhesive or glue, so to speak, on the back. You put them on your shirt. You heat them up. When you heat them, that glue or adhesive melts, and it melts it to the shirt. And then as it dries, or as it cools off, more is the right word, it cools off, doesn't dry. When it cools off and it becomes solid again, then they stay on the shirt. And I've never lost a stone in the wash yet. I don't dry mine. I fluff them up with something once they're dry, but they make beautiful shirts, and hopefully you'll see that in just a little bit. And I have my mom design on. I made one for my mother-in-law, and I liked it, so I made one for me as well. All right, so I'm going to see what I have missed. Okay, Elevate Artistry. So you're trying to get Silhouette Studio now. So yes, you can get Silhouette Studio for free, and you can start playing with Silhouette that way. And then to do the rhinestones, if you're going to cut on a Silhouette, you can get the, I think it's called the Design Edition. I don't cut on a Silhouette, so I have to be able to save mine as SVGs. So I have the Business Edition. All right, so Karen D, you're watching and lurking, or you're working and lurking. I'm glad you're lurking. Oh, Karen Ann, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. It's not necessary, but I truly, truly appreciate it. So thank you. All righty, let's see. Went back and looked at some old videos, and someone suggested felt, craft bonded 2 times, and a fine point blade. I'm testing it out now. Okay, well, hopefully that works for you. And I will tell you, hey, Crystal, what works for one person doesn't always work for another person. And I've seen that on YouTube. I saw it just recently on YouTube. And so try small before you cut a whole template. Cut some flock and just try like 10 little holes, like the size of these holes. As Eve was explaining maybe on her live from Sunday, that circles put more drag on your blade, more friction. And so circles can be harder to cut than just a square or rectangle. So when you're doing your little sample cuts, do little small circles and try to cut, 10 of them or so and see if they cut really well. If so, you've probably found a really great setting. All right. When making your templates, what do you set your spacing at for the SS10s? So Hilda, I set my spacing a little wider than what some people do. Patrice, she packs hers together and her templates are gorgeous. I think she'll use like maybe 0.1 or 0.15. I usually go with a 0.2 or 0.25. And sometimes I find that with some templates, sometimes with an oval type template or a round or even hearts, sometimes if you add a little more space, then you don't have those little gaps that are so noticeable. And so what you can do until you release your rhinestones, you can set it at one thing and then you can change it and just look and see what looks like it's the best spacing for this design, what's going to make me work the least amount to move all those extra stones around. But I do tend to go with, I would say 0.25 is my most common. And the default is 0.39. Maybe there's an 0.025, 0.039, whatever it is. I do the 2.5 usually, and the default's 3.9. But if you want to pack your stones in where you get even more bling, then you can go down even lower. You just want to make sure that your stones aren't touching or your flock, you're not going to have enough flock in there to be stable enough. It can rip pretty easily. Thank you, Sonia Sigler. Yes, to be young, gifted, black, there is. There definitely is. Hey, Cynthia Felder. Thanks, Lynetta. All right, if I missed, thanks, Michelle. If I missed anything above those comments, please forgive me. If you want to put it back down below, do that as well. All right. Yeah, so Eve was at an expo. I hope that went well. Graphics Pro Expo, I think. I hope that went well and you saw some new things and you met some new people. Okay, I cut a template in my Cricut last night. It was a total disaster. Okay, totally, Tanya. I've had those too, especially when I started. I had lots of disasters, but really, really, really try to do a lot of sample cuts first because the flock is pricey. And until you know your settings, you're going to be better off to just figure out what those settings should be. But it will get better. It will Get better. Just don't give up. It's so much fun. Okay. Thanks, Uni, for telling everybody to thumbs up. 2 years on your page. Your earring videos are really good. Tiana, thank you. I've gotten more comfortable with doing videos. I think that even then, like what I was saying, the technical parts and all that were pretty good. I still don't make great videos, but I've gotten more comfortable with the recording part. Hopefully that shows. But thank you so much for looking at some of those earring videos. All right. Hey, Delonda. Thanks for being here. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Shauna. Okay. So I'm just trying to see if I missed anyone. If I did, please forgive me. Beverly, your first time catching live. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Everybody in here is so awesome, so wonderful. If you have any questions while you're in here, type them in the chat. Somebody in the chat's going to be able to answer it. There's a lot of people with a lot of experience in the chat. I may not see the question, but I'll try to answer it if I see it as well. Hey, Jesse. All right, where's Dimps? Tiana, I don't know. I was thinking about her today. Hey, Elena T. I was thinking about Dimps today because it seems like over the last week to 10 days, I haven't seen her as much. And so I need to send her I don't have her cell phone, but I can message her. I was thinking today I need to check on her. We all need to check on her. Show her how much she's loved. Okay, so Totally Tanya says, I was able to use, you were still able to use the template, but no matter the pressure, dropped it to 300 single cut. It cut through the backing. Okay, I had to put in a new blade. I'm sure that was the issue. Probably so. All right, Eve, what are you purchasing? Are you purchasing something at the Graphic Pro Expo? My Vigor 5-in-1 press arrived today. Congratulations. That's exciting, Char. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am going to do the sapphire for the fry and the outline of Yay. And let me go ahead and kind of change this so that I can make the table bigger. And I apologize for the awful color. Like my arm looks green and my arm's not green, but this camera is not very good quality, I guess. I need to get a new one. Anyway, it desaturates things. It makes them not nearly as colorful as what they are. But in the end, when I'm done with the shirt and I hold it up with the front camera, you'll see how beautiful these stones are. So I just dump a bunch on and then just do circular motions. And they're going to fall into place. And I probably should have taped off this top part. I think I will real quick. That's going to alleviate some headaches and frustration. So Eve didn't get to browse or shop today. Tomorrow I hope to browse. I hope you get something good, Eve. It's always fun when other people get new stuff. All right. Yes. Okay, so you can just tape off where the two parts of your template come together, and then that is going to save you some time and headache so that your stones don't get in the wrong place up there. So I'm just going to go in circular motions, and it seems like the more stones I put on here, the easier they brush in. And I am using SS10 stones. So if you're kind of new to the stoning world, SS10 is a fairly common size for garment designs. So things you're putting on shirts or dresses or tote bags. Couldn't think of the word tote bag. Hey! Hi back there. Are you ready? All right, let's bring on somebody pretty special to the stream. Hello, Patrice.
Hey, Mare Bear.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are
I
you?
I'm good. I love the color of that sweatshirt on you.
Thank
It's
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. How
There-
are you today?
I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Just there's been so much going on with kids in my school the last 2 weeks, and I'm not here to bring anybody down, but it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
It's been heavy. That's why I came and got on live with you today. I literally just walked in the house and I was like, you know what? I need to kind of just relax, bling a little bit because today was rough for me at school.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I
I'm
kind of
sorry.
glad that we're together.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I'm
this,
glad you're here too. I was getting ready to be a big old baby like I can be earlier. I get emotional pretty easily. I mean, I'm not an overly emotional person, but certain things just make me, they just bring out the water just comes to my eyes sometimes. I try for it not to. I just can't control it sometimes.
it's okay. Sometimes you gotta let it out. Like that's a
Yeah,
whole process. Like that's needed to let out, to release, and it's okay. Whether it's good or bad, you're letting it go.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's all
I
good.
would sing that song, but I'd probably get copyright striked.
Let it go.
Yeah. I love that. I love that song.
Me too. Don't start singing because then I'm gonna start singing with you, and that's not gonna be a good thing.
I don't know about your voice, but my voice might chase people off. So better not sing.
I'm doing the same design you're doing because I need to have a Friday tomorrow.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm doing the same thing.
Good. I'm going to get caught back up with some of the chat. Okay. Come through. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. Oh, yeah.
Hey y'all, happy Thursday. Okay, sorry, Mary Bear.
No, you go ahead and talk. I wouldn't be on Thursdays if it weren't for you.
Oh
So
my goodness.
between you and the best uni and Eve, y'all taught me the ropes. I would not be on here. Would not be on here without you guys shoving me in front of that camera. You and Uni. You don't need to practice, Marilyn. Just hit the go live button.
Were you shoved, Marilyn? Like I don't
Yeah.
remember it. I don't
Yes.
remember. I don't.
It was Patrice. It was an emotional shove.
Our memory is a little bit different.
No, no, you did the same thing to Tracy.
I did.
Yep, you and Uni did, I think.
See, my memory, this old age, and my memory is just like I don't know what's happening with me because I
You
don't
got
everything's a little
foggy brain today, don't you? Oh, so this is all true because most of you probably, I mean, I know none of you had a clue who I was the first time I went live, except I do have a couple people that they're like, I used to watch you when you did your earring videos. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so long ago. But the first time I went live, Uni and Patrice agreed just to go backstage. I don't know if it's considered backstage, but to go on to StreamYard to teach me how to use StreamYard.
to practice.
To practice for the next day. Because the next day, I believe it was the next day or 2 days later, the three of us were going to go live. Well, no, I think I went live by myself. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
But we all went together.
Anyway, so we're practicing, and they're like, you really need to try it out. Just hit the like button. It'll be okay. And, the whole time they're thinking, because nobody's going to come see it because nobody knows who you are. And
I didn't think that.
She really didn't think that. She is so sweet. She would never think that. I'm just ad-libbing now. Anywho, they emotionally pressured me into hitting the like button.
Marilyn.
You can imagine. So I hit the like button, and it was the best thing. The best thing. The live wasn't the best thing, but it was
the live was pretty good.
It was, but it was the best thing to get some practice in and to feel like you have people out there that know what they're doing and have made a name for themselves that is still willing to help other people.
Who knows what they're doing?
You and Uni knew what you were doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. Let's not make the people think that I know anything. I know nothing. I know nothing, Mirror Bear.
We'll just put it this way. That way, or that day, you knew exactly what you were doing. You were forcing me to go live. All right. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, hey, Renobia.
That was a while ago, Marilyn.
It was a long time. I mean, it was a while ago. Elena, it was a small nudge. That's all it was a small nudge. Oh, LV Artistry is waiting for stones. Tonight is my Friday. Got a full weekend off tomorrow. Hey, that's great. So, Delonda says she needs the ropes course.
Well, did Delonda get her nap today?
Oh, thank you both. I usually have, do you want to build a snowman in my head? Now I have, let it go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, Simone. I think the little picture, Delana, my eyes are old, but I think she says her memory is trash. I think that's a trash can.
Yes, that's what she did.
Okay. Thanks, Gail.
I don't understand. I don't even know what you were talking about. I remember everything a little bit differently, but I'll let you have your memory.
So Jacqueline says, old age, girl. You
Yes.
ain't old until you get up in the morning, your knees are still asleep.
Yo.
Oh. I am getting ready to hit the big birthday. Big birthday.
In a few weeks, right?
Yeah. Fake it till you make it. That is right. Fake it till you make it.
Less than a month away.
Creative Kim wants to know, where's the Candy Girl template? Oh, it is less than a month away. I was thinking it was like mid-April, and I look at the calendar. It's April 27th. What am I thinking?
It's on my on the website on Creative.
The Craftable Fund. Okay, and I have a link to that in the video description here. So if you're interested in going and getting it, you can click on that. Oh, Delana says she's patiently waiting so that when we're done, she can ask us to start over.
You're patiently waiting for that, Delonda. Really, this is gonna be quick on Marilyn because you're probably halfway done, and once I start brushing in,
you'll probably beat me.
I doubt it.
Oh, have you taken your flock off the back thing yet?
Yeah, I just did it. I'm just putting flock everywhere, flock dots everywhere. So, I'm just gonna clean off the table a little bit.
Okay. So what colors are you using tonight?
So I'm gonna put it on a burgundy shirt because our colors are pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do a burgundy shirt. I'm gonna use light cyan on the burgundy shirt for the outline, and then for the inside. Sorry, Marilyn, I kind of altered your design a little bit. I split it up so that I could have citrine AB at the top and then Orm Dorado at the bottom because our colors are blue. Yeah, it's gold, so I wanted to kind of, sorry.
Oh, the links aren't in the description. So on YouTube, I wonder if you hit refresh, because first I set it to broadcast and then I added to the description. Hopefully I got them in there. So if you hit refresh, hopefully those will be there. If not, I'll put them in afterwards. Hey, Barb.
Hey, Barb.
Okay, so basically you made it into a ombre.
Yeah.
Sorry. Excellent. I could do that too if people want this ombre and you don't have the skills to do it.
You want me to send you this one that I have?
Yeah. Teresa's already done the work.
You don't have to worry about redoing it.
I'll split the proceeds with you.
No, you don't. You know how many seconds it took me to do this? It didn't even take a whole minute, Marilyn.
Oh, good.
So you're all good. Oh my God, let me turn on this. All right, y'all, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah, I better turn on my press. I had it on earlier just to kind of get it okay, now I have string underneath, so we're just leaving that string on there. Oh, wait, I can pull it out from the side. Looks like it's glue string or something. I don't know what it is. Yes, Carol, that citrine AB is amazing. Uh-oh, battery's low. I thought I had it plugged in and charged.
I know you lie, Marilyn. Talking about
Here's what the deal is. I have the charger in, and then I plugged in my Cricut. I got this long USB cord that I could put all the way over here. So I have my charger right here. Put it back in. There we go.
How she is about her chargers and things.
I'm scatterbrained about my chargers. That's what I am.
I think that's how you practice time management. I think that's how she, controls time.
I manage my time by just not charging things. Yes. Like at work, my boss wants some. Oh, sorry, my computer's dead.
Right?
My charger at home. Let me go home for a while. I'll charge it up. I'll be back.
Yep. Can't do it. So those are the colors I got. What colors are you using there, Bear?
So I'm using on a black sweatshirt because it's still going to be chilly tomorrow. I am using Sapphire and Sapphire AB. Plus, I thought I mainly want to wear this through the school year. And where I live, I'm going to get a whole lot more use out of a sweatshirt than a t-shirt at work. I was telling people earlier, they're not in, our offices are together in this area and we have our own thermostat. And those two men freeze me out. So even when it's, 85 degrees out, I still have to wear like an overshirt or a cardigan or, a sweater or something.
Because it's cold?
Because they have us frozen out from the air conditioning.
That's us too. That's us too. So I totally get it. I think it's a school thing though.
Uh-huh. So Tiana, are you getting started on your Friday shirt? She said she cut the template out today.
Yay.
So, hey, what did you wear? I unboxed. Oh, what did you hear? I thought Chris was asking Eve what she wore today to the expo. So Chris unboxed her Cricut today.
Yay, Chris.
Yes.
Congratulations. That is awesome.
She's probably going to try to get another bell ring out of Eve on Sunday.
Of course, I hope.
She got it when she bought it, or got it from, I think her son's got it for Christmas. And then another bell ring since she's opened it.
Yes.
And then another bell ring when she uses it. She'll milk it. She's going to milk it for all she can.
She wants all the bell rings.
Yeah. Chris, we're kidding. We're happy that you opened it.
Very happy.
Opening it is a big step.
Yeah. And for some reason, I think she's going to do great with it.
Oh, yeah. So Tiana said, yes, she is doing the template also. What colors are you using, Tiana? Hey, Stacy Collins. So I answer my boss's emails 2 minutes before. Jacqueline said she used to do something similar. She'd answer her boss's emails 2 minutes before closing time, so I wouldn't have to deal with her reaction till the next day. Oh.
Y'all get emails from y'all. I just get the phone calls. I don't even get no emails. I just get the phone calls.
Oh.
Nope. So how many more weeks you have until school is out?
Our kid's last day is May 24th.
Less than a month,
Yeah.
Marilyn.
Yes. And that is very exciting. And then I work through the first full week in June, but there's still a huge difference when there's kids there versus no kids there.
Exactly.
It's like it doesn't feel as much like work when there's no kids there.
Yeah. And I bet you can get so much done when the kids are
Yeah.
not there as opposed to when
Yes.
they're there.
Yes. And so my job is so varied because we are a small school. So we were talking about this the other day. I do the master schedule. I work with the kids to make sure they're doing the classes they need to be doing. And then I deal with, emotional support as well and conflict resolution, all that good stuff. And then right now we're also doing like senior award ceremony is coming up.
Okay.
So, and maybe that's why I was telling him I was melancholy today. It may just be this is a really high pressure time.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
You have to make sure everybody has met graduation requirements and Usually
Yes.
my AP is the person who does graduation. She has the seniors. She does the master schedule. So usually around this time, she's like missing in action. And so
She's drinking on the job.
she called me today, and I'm like, are you okay? I'm trying to stay under her radar because she has like during this time the face that she has is completely different than the face she has all year. Like she has the don't play with me, don't mess with me, leave me alone. You better do what you're supposed to. You better do your job, and I better not have to do anything extra because you're messing up. That's the face that she has. So I was like, oh, what did I do? Why are you calling me?
You know when to stay away.
Yes, because we were supposed to do an autism event tomorrow, and I canceled it, but I didn't even tell her that I had canceled it. And I guess like one of my other coworkers was like, "Oh, Wilson canceled it," and so she like called me, and I was like, I was like, nope. We're gonna plan it for another time. We'll probably do it next week because we have a blood draft. That's just a lot going on. I don't need to get in any trouble tomorrow. I really don't. Because I'm always doing something I'm not supposed to do. I'll wait.
Kevin, you're welcome. I thought I saw somebody that said no school tomorrow because of bad weather. Ooh. Did I see that somewhere?
Not us.
Maybe I'm dreaming.
Everything.
Yeah, and see, we have a senior award ceremony. There it is, Renovia. My son is out of school tomorrow for bad weather day. All the Dallas schools are out. Wow. My sister is a high school counselor, and she said this is a tough time for students who aren't graduating. It's a very tough time for them and their parents. Anyway, we do a big senior award ceremony, and so that's coming up. It's just a busy time for everybody that works in the school.
Yeah.
So many activities, at the high school level. And I'm sure you guys have a lot more sports than we do, but between our softball and baseball and track and golf, we just have kids coming and going all the time. And the spring sports take them out of school for long periods, like half a day. Football, they don't miss school. Volleyball, they don't miss school. But the spring sports,
like track and stuff like that,
they miss a lot of school.
There's definitely sports going on now. A lot of sports.
Mm-hmm.
But I love high school. It's my favorite.
I do too.
On days like today, I don't like high school. But I called my friend after I left from dinner. I called my teaching partner. I'm like, "Are you okay?" Because it was a rough day. And she just looked so defeated today. And I felt so bad.
And who was that, did you say?
My friend, my teaching partner.
Yeah.
And so she was like, girl, I can't.
I was like, it's time for
something else.
Break.
Yeah.
For break.
But tomorrow is a new day. She'll be okay tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Ooh, a built-in roller. That's nice.
Days off due to rain.
Daisy says, I love my school, but my principal is retiring. I'm sad. My principal, who I love, he is becoming the superintendent. So moving across to the, the Taj Mahal, as I call it to him. Leaving us behind.
He's on to bigger and better things, Mary.
He is, yeah. And then, like, today he was in a long meeting over at the board office. And he's like, I might have made a mistake.
I bet.
Because he loves the kids, and he's not going to be working with kids, as the superintendent.
That's the part that's not fun.
Mm-hmm. But he'll be so good at it.
The kids drive me crazy, but I prefer the kids over the adults.
Yeah, right.
They do. I just prefer them. But that's going to be. Do you guys know who's taking his spot?
Yes. Yep. We have a guy that works a few districts over. And so I know his school has 2 counselors. They're the same size as ours, but they have 2 counselors. Okay. And so the day he interviewed, one of my questions for him is, what would the people that work under you say about you? How would they describe you? Okay. And he said, well, I don't know, but you can call them. So I did. And she had everything wonderful to say about him.
Nice.
So, yeah, she said he is probably the best administrator that she has worked with. And so, I feel good. But when I asked her, what's he like to work with? She was like, why, are you coming to our school next year? I was like, no, that's not it. That is not it. But he gave me permission to call, so I called.
Okay, like he told me to call, so
yeah,
I'm up on that. Good night, Carol. I took him up on that offer. Oh my, y'all, I'm being so. Who was here the other night when I dropped?
I was here, but you didn't raise your voice. You didn't say any expletives.
I mean, life is life. Things like that happen.
Yeah,
it's okay.
All right. To be young, gifted, black. I'm a retired middle school teacher. For the most part, I loved it. That was my first experience back when I was really, really young, was teaching in a middle school. And those kids it's so interesting.
Yes.
Because some of them are mature. Some of them are still like, babies. It's just such a wide variety in the middle school. Okay. So I still have something caught under there. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's on top. I thought it was under. It's like a string of glue.
Okay.
There we go. Did you do your first pressing?
I just did.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Have you brushed in all of your stones?
No.
Oh. You're waiting for me.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just, I'm going slow on purpose, just so I don't make you feel bad. That's what I'm doing.
I know. I appreciate that, Mary.
I'm so kind that way.
Good night, Shirley Dabney. Victoria's Creations, I hope you're a lot better.
Oh. Those are brutal.
Yes. And thanks for all of you guys who are there supporting me. And I dropped it, being reckless. All right. Ay.
All right. Now, where did that other part of my template go? I gotta pick up the pace.
Don't rush. We're gonna make it. All right. I think the top part I'm going to use citrine AB. Deep dimples. Get some rest. I hope you feel better. I hope that pain goes away. Thanks for even
Look
being
at the,
here.
oh, pain meds kicking in. Yeah. Hopefully you feel better from them.
Don, I know that this is okay. So this is one of my other favorite drinks. I love cran grape. I love cranberry juice. But I did not get my tea because I did not make it to my Dunkin' before they closed because I was at dinner. I was like, I'm trying to rush home so that I can get this bling therapy in because whoa, this today was crazy. Actually, I don't know what's going on. These past 2 weeks have been crazy.
That's about the time frame here.
Uh, the things that these kids deal with, it's a lot.
Yeah,
Being a parent is scary. But such is life. We're here for a therapy session.
that's right. Hey, Gail, hope you're doing better. Hopefully, your allergic reaction impacts are continuing to heal.
Mhm. Yep.
So, if you're wondering what I'm doing, anyone, I'm just smoothing out the transfer tape. Whoops, I don't always do this, but sometimes I do this with this big of a template. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I mostly don't do it, but it is kind of nice. Hey, Breezy Custom Creations.
Hey, Breezy.
Hey, Don's World of Babies and Crafting. I don't think I said hi to you.
So, Barb, Jamie, I love Northlands also. Barb, I have tried it and okay, so what I usually do, Barb, is my other favorite drink is ginger ale. And so what I'll do is I'll mix a little bit of the cran raspberry with some ginger ale and
Hmm,
my goodness.
that sounds good.
I have the people at work doing that too. So I have stashes of cranberry juice and ginger ale at work. And so when I don't bring my sweet tea, that's what I have. And usually when I go get it, everybody has drank my stuff.
My sister loves ginger anything,
Yeah, like
like in food, in salad dressings, in Asian, sauces. Do you like eating ginger or just the drinking the ginger ale?
no, no, I like ginger too.
It's supposed to be really good for you.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's an antioxidant or what the heck it is, but I just remember reading it has some really good properties for your body.
Oh, oh, Deep Dimples broke her foot.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry to hear that too.
oh,
Who said they're gonna try the SS6 rhinestones? Gail, yes. Gail McGinnis.
yeah, said they were going to start ordering the SS6s.
I love the SS6, y'all. It's almost like something that you like. It's an acquired, I can't say acquired taste, but it's an acquired brush. Okay, you have to like brushing. In the SS6, it's an acquired stone.
I've only used them 2 or 3 times, but I do remember when I did, they did brush in really, really nicely.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, I'm about to having a complete collection of what I want in the SS10s. So I guess now I need to get a few of those basic colors in the SS6s.
SS6. Just a few. Do you have any like crystal or crystal AB in SS6?
Yes,
That's good.
I have those two colors and then some red, like the red that I sent you part of, some red. long time ago. And I think that might be it. I think it might just be crystal, crystal AB, and red. Oops.
That red lasted me a long time.
You know,
It took a lot.
it seems, well, I was like, okay, so you guys were helping me out. And I was like, I know you guys were like, no, 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 we don't want anything, but I wanted to show my appreciation. And then, that was before the baby's booty started selling her rhinestones. And
Mhm.
so, I bought them and it's like, man, these seems like such small quantities. I don't want to look like a miser and just send a tiny little bit. And I still felt like I didn't send that many, but I've learned rhinestones do go a long way.
They last a long time. He sent a lot of rhinestones maybe. You did. And I appreciated the thought.
Well, thank you.
A kind gesture. Look at you. You were already into bling. Just blinking away.
Blinging away. It is about the most fun craft
Yes.
that I know, that I do.
It's just so pretty, like when it's done.
It is,
It's
and
so,
it's useful.
yep.
It's not like some little trinket you're going to sit up on the shelf and kind of look at and
Mhm.
think it's cute. These are gorgeous, and they're sellable. Rhinestone shirts are very sellable.
Yep. Oh, Chris said she has ginger root growing in the woods around her.
Oh, wow.
It goes for a lot of money per pound if you find it.
Hmm.
Barb says ginger tea is for arthritis.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an anti-inflammatory. Now that she said that, I'm pretty sure that's what I had read about ginger. It's an anti-inflammatory. Hey, Sin. Welcome in.
Hey, Sin. She also said that she likes to make, I saw her say a dish. Oh, she likes to make chicken and bok choy soup with ginger.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. That sounds good, actually. All right.
Shar says after seeing the size of the SS10s, she needs to consult her ophthalmologist regarding the SS6 stones. They are small.
You guys act like they're so small. They're
They're
not.
pretty tiny.
Oh, Marilyn.
Marilyn.
They're not that small. They are pretty small, but they blink. They like. It's just like I don't know. Like I just love them. How they blink it, like the design, like it
Yeah.
almost looks like. Well,
Yes.
if you have a little bit of space in between, let's say that.
Hey, somebody earlier was asking about space in between stones, and I was talking what I do and what I thought you did, but what's kind of a common spacing between your stones that you use? Because you get them nice and close together.
I get them nice and close together, but I like it like that.
Yeah.
Who don't like it too close together, or they feel like the holes are going to cut, like the holes are just gonna not cut well or cut too much. I
Mm-hmm.
use 0.015.
Okay. I think I said that I thought you did between 10 and 15.
Yeah, but I think like 0.020 might be excellent, for somebody who doesn't want too much space, but they.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the 0.039 default is just really a lot of space.
Yeah. Hey, Coretta. Yeah. So P Hatton said, "Do you
Greta.
recommend getting solids and a B to match at the same time?" What do you do, Marilyn? Do you recommend that?
I'm sorry, what?
She's just like, "Do you
I
recommend?
was trying to read the comments and I'm not very good at multitasking.
Do you recommend getting the solids and the AB colors at the same time?"
I love to put just the AB with its regular stone. I do. So I don't have ABs for all the colors, but you're using light cyan AB. Is that
Mm-hmm.
right, Patrice?
Here, oh, no, I'm using light cyan, citrine AB, and then aurum dorado.
Okay. So light cyan and light cyan AB together are one of my favorite combinations. And then today I'm using sapphire and sapphire AB. And then one that you used recently that I've loved is hyacinth and hyacinth AB.
Oh yeah.
Those are some of my favorite companion sets.
Gorgeous.
I have tanzanite and tanzanite AB. I haven't used it very much together. Why did I leave so many stones out and just decide to hand place them when I could just brush them in? Get back in the groove. But the other thing is, I'm gonna sneeze. If you're limited on how many you want to get, sorry, hold on.
Bless you, Mary Bear.
Oh, thank you. Okay, if you're limited on how many you want to get, I would say maybe 1 or 2 ABs, but then use your funds to get multiple colors of stone. I think if I had to pick between, am I getting 4 colors and 4 companion colors versus can I get 8 colors? Maybe I'd get 6 colors and 2 companion stones. Because I like having different colors.
Yeah. So depending on how many, so what do you say? Like, what's the one where you can get 6 colors at like 100 gross each color?
Yes. So the pick 6.
The pick 6. That's it. So you'll do, and then add some metallic stones in there. Like,
so maybe if I were doing a pick 6, it just depends on what I did. If I was starting and I was doing a pick 6, I'd probably do maybe 4 colors and 2 ABs to go with them. But then some people love just all ABs.
But tell them the difference between the ABs, Marilyn, because sometimes people don't ever remember, and
right,
or you don't realize like the AB for light cyan, it says light cyan AB, and you think that you're going to get a solid red, or that's not the case.
Yeah. So you have your regular stone, and then you have that stone in an AB coated. And so you'll see when I show the sapphire and the sapphire AB, the AB is going to show you typically pinks and blues and purples and different colors. So you're not getting just that solid blue like you do in sapphire. I do think that about the truest AB color to its companion stone. Well, I don't have the companion stone. I don't have just regular citrine. I have citrine AB. But that citrine AB looks golden yellow. You know, it truly looks that color. Whereas like the light cyan, which is a beautiful bright red, and then you get the light cyan AB, that light cyan AB is putting off a lot of pink and red and purpley. It's gorgeous, but if you think you're getting red in the light cyan AB, it's not going to be that true red. So Eve has some gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little video clips on her site, and you can see so much more on stones when a picture is moving, like hers are. Like when we're doing video, if you ever try to take a picture of a rhinestone shirt, it just looks bland. But that same shirt on video and you're turning looks gorgeous. So check out her little video clips.
Hey, Shania Nicole.
Hey, Shania Nicole. You are so much better at paying attention to the chat. Hey, Sharon Davis. Aw.
One time I'm decent at looking at the chat. You know I'm horrible at that.
You are not.
Tammy. You know I'm horrible at it. Eve's not here, so I feel like I need to. When Eve's, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when Eve's here, I don't even look at the chat. I don't know how she does it. Like I get so overwhelmed. And Eve usually
she sees everything. She can be working on her project, talking to us, and she sees the chat, and she can drop links. She sees it all.
I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tammy, what we're doing is we're doing Friday shirts. And so I think, have you done both? No, you haven't done both layers. And so we're both on our second layers. And it's just kind of a relaxing night. I think this is all I'm doing tonight is this one shirt.
This is it. This was the therapy I need, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
go for bed.
Then I'm ready to go relax.
Yeah. It's been interesting. Sharon, Dennis, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better? What's going on with you? You healing up well from the surgery?
Hi, Blondie. A couple shows ago, what brand do you recommend? Just right now. Okay, so what I like, and I think it's the same thing Patrice uses, is the KTM mask. And I think I have a link to it. I don't know. So if somebody refreshes and looks at the video description, do I have any links down there? Delonda's still patiently waiting.
I know she's. You know what she's patiently waiting for.
Mm-hmm. Start over.
Start over. Why is she a hot mess?
Oh. Okay, so if you are new to doing multi-layer designs, I'm not great at them, but I did learn by kind of watching other people, mainly her down there. Wait a minute. We're in different places on my two devices, so I don't know where you are.
Are you pointing to the right place?
I have no idea. Let me look at the real thing. Okay, yeah, her down there. When you press your first layer, maybe your shirt contracts a little because of the heat. I don't know what happens because you can have a design on the computer is layered perfectly. And then you go to put your stones down, it doesn't feel like they're in the right place. And so if they don't go down perfectly, don't just press them down. So I'm going to start in this Y to the right, and I'm going to put it down into place. Let me get it where I like it. And then once it's where I like it, I don't know if you can see that. Look how far off. See the outline of the A, and the A is way over there. So what you have to do is, I can tell it needs to stretch up a little bit. And it needs to stretch to the right a little bit. You just kind of have to manipulate your shirt to get those things in the right place. I'm not doing a very good job of it, but eventually I will get there because I'm not going to press it on until I like where it's at. Okay, so I'm pulling over that outline and then laying those down, and they need to come up just a tiny bit. And so again, just because it looks perfect in the design, something happens when you cut and when you iron that you may have to really manipulate your garment so that they're placed well. There we go. I think that's pretty good.
Delonda said you are going to do it better the second time tonight, Marilyn. It's that second part of the laugh for me. But Cheryl, I actually do like this heat press. So I'm using this. This is pretty much my fourth time using it. I said I'm going to give it a fair shot and use it only for a while, kind of like how I did the HTV Ront. I took the HTV Ront to work with me. But so far it's okay. It's getting the job done.
And the Vivo one, it's also like auto. Is it auto open or auto press?
It's auto open and auto press.
Okay, so you don't set the pressure at all.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could kind of show you guys, but maybe not. See, it's gonna open up on its own in a minute. It's like literally right here by the computer.
That's nice. It's a cute. It's really cute press.
Yeah. We're just gonna open up, and we're all done. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys back down though.
You're all done with your presses?
Yeah.
All 3 of them?
Yeah.
And I only have to do 2 and I'm not. But I'm almost there.
You're fine. Take your time.
Get these stones picked up before I mess them up.
All right, we're gonna go back down and then show you guys the. Oh, it was blinging really, really nicely, y'all. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was blinging really, really nicely.
Is this where you want the camera, or yeah?
No, I can do the front camera.
Ooh.
Okay, let me put. Y'all know what I have to do because the cameras be cameraing. So, let me turn this off too. So I like how it came out. So you can kind of see like the light cyan even on the maroon. It still kind of gives me like a burgundy type of look. And then the top part is citrine AB because our colors are maroon and gold. And then the bottom is Orm Dorado. So look how pretty that is.
Pretty.
So that citrine AB kind of helps out. And now you can see that gold, like the citrine at the top, really nicely this way.
Yeah. Yeah, that yellow is gorgeous.
And then they all look the same here.
That's nice.
Thank you guys. So this is my Friday. I'm wearing this to work tomorrow.
It's cute.
Thank you, Mare Bear. Uh-oh, sorry. I had to switch out.
Okay. I meant to bring my senior shirt up here and show it. I'm giving it to the girl tomorrow. And they leave on senior trip this weekend. So she's going to have it for senior trip, my little senior 23 shirt.
That's going to be nice.
Yeah.
I saw quite a few people on Facebook, in the Facebook group, saying that they were going to make it.
Oh, great. All righty. So let's show this one. So I used just the black sweatshirt and then
nice.
The top part and the outline of the word yay is sapphire. And then the inside of the word yay is sapphire AB. So the sapphire AB also looks nice and blue. I don't know if I can get it. Can you see some of the purples that come out in it though?
Yeah, you see the different shades of the blue, and then you kind of get a hint of the darker colors. I love it.
I can't wait to wear it tomorrow. Yeah, so very, very pretty. No shimmy tonight. No shimmy.
No, Eve is like the master of shimmy.
She is. I can't even compare to that, so I might as well not even try.
Yep.
She has it down.
Her and Josie.
Yeah.
Let me move this out too.
All right, we'll go ahead and remove that.
This was a quick bling along.
It was a quick bling along. It is almost 8:30 though. What time did I start? Yeah, I've only been on here an hour and 10 minutes. That's not too bad.
Nope.
Thanks for Victoria's Creations. Claudia says shimmy shimmy. Thanks,
This is our quickest live, our quickest bling along ever.
Lakita, thank you. It has been fast. Where can I get the Friday template? Making it man. So it's in my Etsy shop. Let me see if I can tell.
Time to push the button.
Okay, so they didn't show up as links. They just showed up as stuff. So they are in, I don't know if I have any moderators in here. Oh, yeah, the baby's booty. I don't know, though. They went out to eat, so I don't know if she can drop it. But if you can drop your store, Patrice's Craftable Things store, my Etsy shop, I would appreciate it. If you can't, that's okay. After the live, I'll go fix all those links. But it is in my store, and my store is Marilyn's Merc. And Patrice's store is craftableThings.com. And the baby's booty, she has 2 different stores. Okay, the babies, I don't want to say it wrong. It's for the buy-in, because it changed a while back. And I can't tell. I cannot tell on my gobbledygook, but it'll be in the video description. She is going to start her buy-in this Sunday, and it goes for somewhere around a week. Sharon, yes, we are. Don't leave yet. Make another shirt, says Claudia. Oh, that's funny. I'm like you, Jolanda. I just got home. Can you start over? Oh, well, here's the good news. Patrice will be on again tomorrow night. Do you know what you're going to do tomorrow night?
I have no idea just yet. I think I'm gonna come on. I was already like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna be on tomorrow night. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I might do some bling. I'll probably do some bling. I took out, you guys probably can't tell, but since I'm using the different heat press now, I took out the X tool to be closer, and I may do something with the X tool and bell. So I'm not really sure 100%, but oh no, it depends. Today was really taxing. Y'all, if you have kids and your kids are in high school and relationships, domestic violence happens at young ages too.
Mm-hmm.
So just know that. Try to see the signs, and the kids are really good at hiding it. Like they think it's okay. They think that's love. And so just be conscious of that if you have kids, even middle school and high school.
Yeah, they start a lot of things very young.
Yeah, they do. So yeah, Betty says she has the heat press. Amazon cart also, does anyone have any idea of where I can sell equipment that I'm no longer using?
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of depends on the market in your area, if you live in a larger city or a smaller area like I do. But Facebook Marketplace can be a good place.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see. Oh, Patrice, how did your niece like the grad cap?
Which grad cap? I don't know. I didn't do any. I don't have a niece. But I don't have. I don't know.
Maybe it's the other Patrice.
Maybe that's who she's talking to. The other Patrice.
Maybe.
Delonda put so true. Let's stay on and talk about it.
Oh, the number. What is Delonda's number? For a minute ago, she said the number's 80 something, and now, is she trying to win some giveaway or something? Picking a number, like maybe we're gonna pick a number. The number just or 18.
She's a hot mess.
Elena wants to know if your auntie loved the shirt.
Elena, she loved the shirt, and then she had the audacity to tell me that she was buying her a hat, and if I could bling her hat out. And I was like, that's not gonna happen. The concert is tomorrow night. And so it was really, it's tomorrow night. I'm like, girl, no. It was contingent on, they were about to maybe have to postpone it or cancel it because the Miami Heat, they didn't know if the Miami Heat was going to win or lose, and the Miami Heat won, so the concert can proceed. But I was like, girl, make you a hat. No. You don't leave me alone. You barely got this shirt. You better thank Coretta.
Yeah, right. But
Claudia, I took the HB runk to the craft room at my school. And so it is being used, and that's where it's at.
Delonda wants to talk about the weather. She says we can start with Alabama and then move through Wyoming.
Talking about the weather kinds.
Oh, Delonda, you're so fun. Oh. Okay, let's see. Claudia says, I have the HTV right now, and I want that new auto press like you have, Patrice. What are you using your press for mainly, Claudia? I love the HTV press for rhinestones. I don't love it for like my DTF hack. I like a true where you can add pressure to it for that. But I love it for rhinestones. It does perfectly fine for that or HTV. But I have I have felt like my other one on the DTF hack, which is just a hack. So it's not like it was meant to be pressed the way I do it, but I feel like my regular press does better with the hack.
And this one has like it comes with like two different like things at the bottom. This is
Mm-hmm.
firm, and this is also very very stiff and firm with the Favor auto press. Yo, it looks just like the Cricut one, like exactly like the Cricut press. The only thing different is the top is not white; it's that teal color. Other than
Mm-hmm.
that, it looks exactly like it. I was trying to see like what was different. It looks exactly like it.
Is the Cricut one the same size, the 15 by 12?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Wow. And it's a fraction of the cost, isn't it?
do you
Yeah.
think the press would be as good? So, Elena, y'all know I love the 24 by or 16 by 24. I love it. Like I love the size of it, but realistically, I don't use all the space all the time. Like because everything I do is kind of smaller, and I have not been trying to do any all over projects because it's just a headache. But for space, this is good. It's cute. It looks decent. But I do like the 16 by 24. I haven't had any. I've pressed. I do have a video. I just got to edit it whenever I get a chance. But I've done rhinestones with it, and the rhinestones have been good. I did sublimation with it. I didn't have any problem with sublimation. I did DTF, and I also did HTV, and all pressed really, really well. And I do think that bottom padding kind of helps it out a lot.
Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about different sizes and shapes of heat presses. Then we're going to talk about household irons. Did you see that? And then move on to the Ricoma. Oh,
I can't. I can't.
oh, that's.
Oh.
But Delon, I appreciate she's keeping the chat going.
Mhm.
She's adding to the live. Thank you, Breezy. Now let's start with the mini. So I will say, talking about mini heat presses, I got one. I have the Cricut mini, and then the HTB Romp mini was sent to me. I think it was HTB Romp. It only goes up to 253. It doesn't go up high enough for really, really, really good sublimation. So, like I compared sublimating on little earrings with the Cricut mini press, and then the one that doesn't go up all the way to 385 or 400, and there was a difference.
It's a difference.
So,
I'm gonna show you guys. So it does have like the extra look. It's pretty much identical. When I tell you it's pretty much identical to the Cricut heat press, it's pretty much identical, which is weird. But I'm gonna show you guys real quick the shirts that I pressed with it. It's gonna be in the video, so still watch the video even though you're gonna see the shirts over here on Marilyn's channel.
oh yeah, I have a video coming out too. Um, so on my little auto tumbler press, the first tumbler I made was this one. Turned out.
Oh, that's so gorgeous. Those
It
colors.
turned out beautiful. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I just got this off of Creative Fabrica. And then I did some coffee cups. And then on my last video, my last recorded video, I made this. It says Blessed Mom. It's for my mother-in-law.
I love it.
And I didn't show how I made the design. Most of the design was from Creative Fabrica, but I didn't like the top part of what they had. So the next video that's coming out, I'm going to finish editing tonight. It'll come on sometime tomorrow. We'll show you how I added this to it in two places. Inkscape, which everyone should learn a design software. And like Patrice, you like Illustrator, right? Is it Illustrator? Illustrator is very robust. Lots and lots of features of Illustrator. Inkscape is like a baby version of Illustrator, but it still does a ton of things, and it's free. So if you don't know yet whether you want to evolve your design into as much as a paid version, I think Inkscape's a great place to start. So I showed in Inkscape how to modify the template, and then I showed in Cricut Design Space, because now that Cricut will print larger, you can actually print large enough to do a tumbler.
Nice.
You just have to have the larger sublimation paper.
It looks great. Delon is a hot mess. A hot entire mess. So I did a bling shirt with it. And so this was the first bling shirt that I did with the um Vavor auto press. And it came out really, really good. I
You
had that transfer there for a long time. And I probably had that transfer for about 10 months. This was the wait, so this was the sublimation. The sublimation came out beautiful, y'all. It came out beautiful on this press. So this was the sublimation. I just subbed a tank top with a, and I had this transfer, sublimation transfer. I printed this like almost 2 years ago.
did
And
you get that tank top at Five Below? Because I'm missing your Five Below hauls.
okay, I'm gonna do some Five Below hauls, Marilyn. I have some Five Below hauls that I bought the haul stuff and I just didn't do the videos. So let me do those first, and then. But this come from Five Below? I don't think this one came from Five Below though. No, this is a No Boundary. So this is like Walmart, I think.
Uh-huh.
But it actually is subbed beautifully, like beautifully. And then I did this. This is HTV. This was an old HTV transfer that I hadn't used, and so I put it on this cute little bag. And so look at my little Nomi
I know, and I don't even think Nicole's on here tonight to be able to appreciate your gnome.
I know, y'all should have knew a gnome was gonna pop in. I've been neglecting my gnome friends, and this is DTF.
Oh,
and,
wow, nice.
And nothing really like perfect. So this actually pressed really good. I didn't have any issues with pressing this stuff.
Nice.
So
very good. Let's see. Trini Girl says, I'm new to this and haven't done any sublimation as of yet. Can you sublimate a tumbler without the seam showing? So in some designs, and somebody asked me if I would show one or both of these and turn them slower. So let me, not that I like being big on this camera, but I'm going to turn around. Here is the seam. And the only reason, the white you see is a glare. The only reason you see the seam is because the design makes it where you see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then here it is. I'll turn it really slowly. And again, the whites that you're seeing, like even at the top, that white is a glare. This, and
that's beautifully.
And some of the white is like in the design.
Mm-hmm.
I think I turned that the wrong way. I don't know. Anyway, that is this tumbler. And then the one that I did for my mother-in-law, here's the back of it. So you can see the seam because of the design.
Yeah.
Turn it where it's not so glary.
You match that line up where the seam is. You match the line around up perfectly, Marilyn.
It did come out nice.
That line around is perfect.
Thank you. Yeah, the gold band, you cannot tell where the seam was. The blacks come together evenly. The gold comes together evenly. Anyway, that's for my mother-in-law. And I made one for myself, just like the shirt I made for her. I made one for her, then I made one for myself. I made one for her. I made one for myself. So to answer your question, whether you see the seam depends on two things. The design. So there are seamless designs where it's going to come together so that you just never even notice where the seam is. And then the second thing is it's going to depend on how well you match it up, how well you tape it. If you put it in an oven, you know, whether you use shrink wrap or not use shrink wrap. Yeah. It depends on the design, and it depends on the person that is pressing it or putting it in the oven. And so I prefer a press for my tumblers. A lot of people prefer a sublimation oven or a convection oven. And so it's all just very much personal preference. Mine come out better in a press. I'm not that good when it comes to taping and all that when I put them in an oven.
And the press kind of helps give it like the pressure and everything that it needs. That's what I like about the pressure.
Mm-hmm. So Trini Girl, without any seam, it would have to be a design that the parts are so little or there's so much gap. Like, well, let me show you. So on the back of this, oops, you see the seam there because the design, but look up above. You cannot see the seam in that gold because it was a solid band. And so whether you see the seam is all a big part of what the design looks like. I don't mind seeing where the two parts of the design come together. That does not bother me one bit. There's the seam.
That looks good.
You notice it because it has different aspects. You know, this side looks different, going the wrong way than that side because it's just different parts of the design. That doesn't bother me at all. What bothers me is like when I don't do a good job and you see a white streak or something like that.
Nice.
But I love tumblers, not quite as much as rhinestones, but I do love tumblers.
All of these shirts I did with the new heat press, the Vavor auto press. And the DTF one that I did is DTF. So I printed it on my DTF printer with DTF ink, and it is just DTF.
Yeah, Delonda said, if you pay attention to tumblers in the stores, they all have a noticeable seam. Yeah, it's just, you know, if you're not the one making it and worrying about it so much, you don't notice it as much. Like if I didn't point that out to somebody, they wouldn't be going, wow, that seam came together and looks terrible because the designs are different. I don't think they would.
No.
But anyway.
One more question, Mary.
Yes.
DTF can go onto cotton. So actual DTF, you don't have to do anything but print it out and put the powder on it, and it goes, because on the back of it, the reason why I can go on black, is it on a black shirt? Yeah. So the reason why I can go on a black shirt is because there is actually white ink that's laid on the back of this ink. And so that white ink holds the adhesive that sticks to the shirt. And so you can just press it directly onto the black shirt. And so that's why. So the DTF printers actually print white. I don't know if you guys see the white in the design, but it actually does print white. And that's how it's able to be printed onto black.
And somebody asked what, something about your favorite DTF printer. Yeah, she said start over from where Patrice is. Hi, Patrice. Welcome.
We're not starting over. I've been here already for about an hour.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
So Hilda, no, I didn't for these designs. These were all probably no longer than this is probably like about 10 inches long, or a little over 10 inches long. So I didn't have to press it more than once. The DTF one, the letter 2, is kind of long. And so all I did was turn it the width like wide and press it that way. And I only pressed it once. So I didn't have to do multiple presses. The heat press is 15 by 12.
Now she's joining in. I'm still diamond painting. Start over. I saw some more questions though for you, Patrice. One was about a DTF printer. So you have the Pro Color DTF printer. Do you like that one?
I'm fine with it. I don't have any issue with my Pro Color printer. The thing that I think that most people have the issue with, as far as not just a Pro Color, it's the L1800. But I think the issue is that most people don't realize that it is work with this printer. It's not like Sublimation has kind of like spoiled a lot of us because it's so easy to print sublimation. Some people will say it's not easy, but it really is pretty easy, especially the converted printers. The Eco Tanks are super easy to print, but the DTF printers, there's a lot of maintenance required. You kind of have to get to know the printer. And there's also like some troubleshooting involved. So some of the printers get a really bad rep, but it's really Like a lot of people get them
Mm.
and they really don't know much about printers.
Yeah.
And so that's usually the case. So I haven't had any issue with that one. Even the 8550, when I did use it, I loved it. It worked really, really good for me. I love the color, but it takes a lot of your time. It really does. So that's it. That's all I gotta say about that. But I
Another
love my
question.
1800.
Eve had a question. Do you prefer DTF or sublimation?
Eve, you would ask me a hard question. Um, I love sublimation. Sublimation is my favorite print method. DTF is just a means of being able to get it onto color without much stress. As far as like having to buy extra um, vinyl, HTV, or Easy Subli, or anything like that. The glitter, I hate sublimation on glitter. And I have to say it, I absolutely hate it. It is thick.
It's
It is just yucky.
yeah.
Okay, I don't like it, but you can get it done with glitter HTV. So I don't really like all the hacks. I'll do the hacks just because they're fun,
Mm-hmm.
but for the most part, I don't really care for them. But sublimation on polyester is beautiful and it lasts forever.
Mm-hmm.
The shirt itself, the fibers of the shirt will break down before that ink will break down out of the shirt. This shirt will last longer. This little pumpkin tank top, and yes, I can wear a tank top in the fall. This little pumpkin tank top will last longer than any DTF shirt. It will just it or any other type of shirt. It will last longer. That color doesn't go anywhere. So I love that about sublimation. So Evie, sublimation is my favorite. It's a lot easier than DTF. When the DTF printer stops working, like it doesn't really stop working, but if you get a clog or you have to like the thing with sublimation, for the most part, your prints are gonna print out. DTF today it could print beautifully. Tomorrow, and maybe not even tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's printing fine. 9:30, it's not printing fine.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other thing. You have to know, okay, you got to do print head cleanings and checking to make sure that you don't have any um, ink that's clogging the print head. Like it's just so much that you have to do. But I'm long winded, y'all. So, Marilyn, it's on you.
Oh no, I think that's what people want. They want to hear. They want to hear the honest scoop about things. So I like that. Now somebody in the chat asked about tumbler presses. So I have a Craft Express. I'm looking over there because they're over there. Um, Mokaru, I think is how it's said. And then I have the real Kent that you have to clip that thing down. I'm not a big fan of having to clip the thing down. I like it where you just press it and it kind of pops shut. And then now I have the Real Kent Auto Press. I like the Real Kent Auto Press. I like the two Craft Express and the Mokaru or something like that. I love all three of those. I don't really enjoy the ones that come together and then you have to have this little thing go down into the
Clamp
hole.
it. I think that's the one like that Real Can't has, right? That you have to squeeze it shut and
Yeah.
make sure that it latches onto the other side.
Yes, I don't like those so much. Now, the Real Kent that I just recently got is the Auto Press, and I do enjoy that. And you got the pink one too, right? You only got that cute green one.
Yeah. The pink, I mean, I actually like it. It's really decent so far. But I don't like to say like, oh, I love it, especially after like just the first press, because sometimes it will show you something different by the fifth press. But for the most part, out of the box, it was really, really good and easy to use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like all three. Um, if I was to purchase one, because there is more in anything auto that can go wrong, I would probably buy the one that you press shut.
Yeah, you like that one.
Yeah. They all three do excellent. I mean, these were done in the auto press, but again, there's just one more thing. If that motor goes out, I can't use it anymore. And so I love it, but I don't know if I'm spending $300 on something. I would probably go with one that you manually close.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, which do you prefer? Oh, it went okay. DTF or eco solvent?
DTF. I prefer DTF. I like Eco Solvent's fine. Eco Solvent is it clogs too, just like DTF. It clogs a lot.
And you have to weed that still, right?
You still have to weed it. Sometimes the vinyl is, it's thicker. DTF, I think the adhesive. So remember with DTF, it's pretty much just ink that's laid onto the film.
Mhm.
You kind of, when you add the adhesive, you add a little bit of thickness to it, but it's just ink on a film. And then you put the adhesive powder on and then you cure it. So it's curing into the ink. So it's thinner than Eco Solvent. Eco Solvent also requires a lot of maintenance, and you will be trying to clear clogs all the time. But other than that, especially if you're using a converted printer. Now, if you have an actual eco solvent printer, the case might be different. I can't speak on an actual eco solvent printer because I don't have one yet. But the ones that you convert, just know the ink that's used inside of the converted eco solvent printers is different than the ink that's used inside of the actual eco solvent printer. So converted and eco is different. But I prefer DTF. No weeding is required. Um, yeah, it's probably less steps too because with eco solvent, you have to print it out, then you have to cut it, then you have to weed it. Yeah, so DTF.
Now, here's a question GTS, do you have to use sublimation paper on a black shirt for DTF? I am having the hardest time getting my images to come out nice. So, GTS, are you talking about like the sublimation DTF hack? Or what kind of process are you talking about? And so there's there's all these questions. I feel like Uni, when she was texting people to like keep me on my first live by myself, ask her
Mhm.
this, ask her that.
That's
Uni, are you putting these people up to these
I
questions?
think it's Delonda this time. That's the culprit.
Let's see. But I mean, people do have a lot of questions about the various technologies and the various things. I saw the baby's booty somewhere up there asked, how many printers do you have?
I'm kind of ashamed to say it. Actually, it's kind of
Do
shameful.
I need to be your printer sponsor also?
Yeah, yeah. I
I
got.
have I have
I'm
three.
almost ashamed. I have 11 printers.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of
wow, that's
scary.
awesome. But you get a lot of them from companies to try out to see how they
Yeah,
work, to give feedback and all that.
that's pretty bad. And I have one, two, three, four, five lasers. Oh, and I have printers at the school. I am about to give away some printers to some of my kids, though. So some of them are going to be going soon.
Okay, so Chris, what did she say she didn't have yet? Chris says, did you hear the way Patrice said, I don't have one yet? I don't know
Oh,
what
Eco,
she's talking.
the Eco Solvent printer.
Oh, okay.
I've been. Y'all know I'm a hot mess. Don't judge. Don't judge. There is a fly in here. Don't judge.
Hey, Lakeisha Monique. Yes, so Eve, I have three printers. I have the Epson. I think Delon and I have the same exact printers for sublimation. I have the Epson EcoTank 15,000. I love it. I have the Epson EcoTank 2760. I got it at Costco. It was my first I've only had two, but it was the first sublimation printer I got. It wasn't a sublimation printer, but instead of putting the ink in that comes with it, you just dump sublimation ink. So there's not a hard conversion process. And then I have a regular printer which is a Epson, I think it's 2800 series, 2803, something like that, because I wanted to be able to do like print and cut stickers and things like that. Okay, so GTS says yes, the hack. I've seen people use clear Subla paper to have a background for the image to come out. Okay, so the question is, can you just use the powder hack on a black shirt? No, by itself, no. So the hack, if you're just using powder and you're not putting it on some white vinyl or white this or white that, the hack has to go on light colored shirts. I've done it on white, I've done it on light gray. I've been super happy with mine because I don't have a DTF printer set up. Um, they've come out really nice. But like in your pro colored, did they remove the wheels?
So they did. They removed the wheels in the front.
Mm-hmm.
The back wheels are not removed because, of course, that's how the paper goes out. But in the front, there are no wheels inside of the front, and that's to avoid any roller marks as it's coming out of the printer because that ink is wet. That's how you're able to put just like when the reason why you have to print on the DTF film for even the sublimation hack is because the ink is not going to dry on that film right away. And so then you're able to apply the adhesive. The adhesive needs to be applied to wet ink in order for it to cure. And so that's the reason why. The ink in sublimation, it's translucent. So you have to have something, especially if you're going to be pressing it on black or any, like if it's a darker color. The white shirts is really what makes the sublimation ink pop.
Yeah.
So, and of course your settings, but the white ink helps a lot. And Kirsten said
Right.
that with her, so Kirsten has the Roland, and she has the Roland Eco Solvent printer because now they have a Roland DTF printer. Ask me how I know. I've been looking it up. I've been searching. And so they have the Roland, she has the Roland Eco Solvent printer, and she says that she has never had one clog in her Roland
Nice.
solvent. So that's
Nice.
the difference. Like I said, the ink inside of an actual eco solvent printer is different than the eco solvent ink inside of these converted printers because I put my eco solvent ink. I have eco solvent ink inside of an Epson 15,000, and I swear it clogs it clogs worse than the DTF printer.
Oh, wow.
It like that's how much clogging it does. But the DTF, somebody asked about if it's worth DTF. I find it worth it for what I do and what I need it for. Now, the type of printer that I have, it's really a home DTF printer. You can do like I do business with it, but it's not fast. The quality of the prints is really good, but it's not a fast printer where it's going to produce like prints for you really quickly. Those are more of on the commercial side of DTF, and those are very, very expensive. So it's up to you. If you don't want something like you, sometimes depending on the image, I may get one print every 12 minutes or something like that. So that's pretty long, especially for productivity. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, I want to say hi to Viola Floyd. She came in here, and E-Money, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. And then let's see, I saw another. Oh, and then Eve said, you need all those printers. You need one printer alone for your aunt.
Amy, you
And your
know
print
that.
school, so no shame in having all those printers.
Yeah. Oh, a lot for the school. Like today, that's another reason I was a little late, and then we went to dinner, and then, but yeah, I'm planning on giving some of my kids some of the printers that I have, um, and also some of my crickets. Some of them are really interested in starting their businesses and doing certain things. So why not?
That's phenomenal.
They can do. I think it is. I think that they even have the mindset to want to do it. I have students who want to stay after school with me to print out the t-shirts for the school and do different things like that. So I think it's amazing. Like they do well. And they actually get me together a lot because some things when people are like, oh, can you do this? And I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. How much is it gonna be? Oh, don't worry about it. My kids in a minute will be like, oh, no, 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 we're worrying about it. Let me tell you how much let me tell you how much that's gonna be. So they do look out for me in that way. I'm like, it's just two shirts. Like they're like,
Oh,
no.
that's good. So it is phenomenal they want to do that. I was really talking more about that you're going to gift those to the students. You're
Oh,
so giving, such a giving person.
I can't. I need to give. I just it makes me feel good to see them happy, just to know that they're interested in
Yes, yeah.
doing something. And some of my kids, they're not going to go to college, and so even if they're doing it now, like it's teaching them a skill, it's teaching them like some business. Like they're not going to go to college and learn that. Like some of them not. They tell
Hmm.
no. So at least they'll get some experience.
It was
Whatever little I know, I will share with them.
it was fun watching the one young man, which I think is your teacher friend's son, watching him do it, make a shirt. I can't remember what shirt he made.
Oh, he is a thorn in my side. He's gonna have it's gonna be he was and oh my that's the one he's like, she's not doing that for you for free. You gotta pay for that. I don't know. It has to come through me. Like I will give you the order form and this is what don't ask her any questions because he's like, you just want to give everything away. No, like he's not playing. So he actually stayed after today because he has 105. So the cheerleaders had a large order and so I was like, I don't have time to do it. And so they were like, well, we want to give you the business. So I was like, okay, Ryan's going to do it for you. And he's all on board. Mom lets him stay late with me and Terrell and Chief. And he's been pumping out the shirts. They blame me because sometimes I can't stay. Like I have quite a few things going on.
Yeah.
And he's patient. The cheerleaders have been patient and he's pumping out 105 orders and they are
Wow.
paying my child for that because I'm like, he's like, yes. So he's doing it. So I'm happy about that for him.
That's great.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me about my shirt. I think you're talking about the shirt I have on. I don't even remember what kind of shirt I have on. Let's see. Let's see. What's it say? Hold on. Let me look.
She's like turning all the way around.
A Gildan tri-blend. And I tend to buy Gildan tri-blends or Gildan or dry blend, whatever it's called. Gildan soft styles. I love Gildan soft styles and I think it's called dry blend, not tri-blend. Because I like a thinner shirt, a thin soft shirt, because I'm not, real physically fit. And so I like the ones that have a lot of stretch. Oh, and now the comments have taken a dive into talking about stink bugs.
I saw Delonda wanting to talk about annoying insects.
That's funny.
Evie. I can't with y'all.
Oh, they're so fun. So fun. All right. So if anyone has any other legitimate questions or goofy questions, whatever, put them at the bottom in all caps. We'll answer a few more. If you're done, we'll go ahead and leave so you can go to bed. And Patrice, it's after 10 where you are.
Yeah, I just turned 10 o'clock.
Yeah. So Sunny says, I like the thinner shirts because of hot flashes. Maybe that's why I like them too. I did see somebody ask, they said they had a male senior student, and what are some suggestions for the male senior student?
So I made a design for some of the kids. I'm not doing the senior shirt. I'm doing the senior shirts for class of 2023, but not for class of 2024. They already have somebody to do their shirts for them. And so of course I have a group of kids who are like, you're making our shirts. And so I did, and Taylor's going to be a senior too. So I did one that's a senior and it had the logo of the school inside. They like that with the puff. I think the puff HTV is really, really nice on the shirts. And so that's kind of what I'm doing for the small group. It's about 15 of them that I'm going to make shirts for. So that's something that you could do, like just maybe senior class of whatever. The guys don't, no, my guys don't care. My guys wear bling. Okay, my kids, they are perfectly fine with who they are, and if they like the bling, like how I have the initial with the that hoodie with the, they don't want the bling string, but they want like that hoodie, like how I have it. They want that with their
Mm-hmm.
initial,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't care. So I'm
I made baseball tumblers last year for our baseball team. The coach hired me to make
that's good.
tumblers for them, and they liked them. You know, they were very masculine looking tumblers, but they did like those. Eve, Eve, she says you can't breathe. Okay, so GTS, does anyone offer one-on-one sessions? I attended one of the beginners classes and learned a lot, but yeah, some people need more one-on-one sessions. Do you know of anybody that does one-on-one sessions? If anyone in the chat does them, let us know. I know a couple of people that used to, but I don't want to say their names because they may not do that anymore.
I don't offer one-on-one. Maryland, do you? No,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I don't.
You
Only
get
thing, the thing with
geckos in the house.
huh?
Gail says, I get geckos in the house. I don't think we have geckos around here in Kansas. I don't know. We have little horny toads, but okay, let's see. Oh,
That's how Eve asked about embroidery. What's next along the line on embroidery? You tell us, Evie. You tell us what's next in embroidery. We have that purse that we're going to be making. That's what we have. I do plan on doing some more digitizing stuff. So we do have that.
yeah, and Chris said it's time to start embroidering. All right, so next week, Chris, maybe we'll start embroidering, right? Um,
Next
all
one.
right, I don't see any questions other than Delana wants to know about animals that lay eggs and reptiles.
Where did this? We went from the weather to reptiles.
To stink bugs.
A Zoom. Okay, Up Designs is asking about a Zoom bling along. Up Designs, I actually was thinking of the next Zoom bling along. And how about maybe we do one next week, Saturday? Let me see. I think next week, Saturday might be good. It'll be right before the buy in ends. And maybe while we're on the bling along, the Zoom, we can kind of see the different stones. And if you're interested in looking, getting some other stones, you can see what everybody else is using. So let me know if you guys want to do a bling along, a Zoom bling along. Oh, look at this one right here. Gonna raise her little hand. We can do a Zoom bling along, and then I'll come up with the design. And I don't know what type of design we'll come up with, but we'll come up with something, and we'll bling together. Sounds good.
Yeah, so next Saturday would be phenomenal. I have not that it matters because it doesn't matter if I'm there, but so my boss's like goodbye party is in the evening, but if you do it in the afternoon, I would love to be there.
Okay, we'll do it. It's gonna be in the afternoon. That's perfectly fine. Say less, Marilyn. Say less. We will do it in the afternoon.
Chris says I always tease next week and it never comes. I know, Chris. I'm a disappointment. I'm gonna get better.
Okay.
Let's see, crafting. No, now look at this. She says, crafting with Luan says, no, seriously, this time we should talk about HTV.
What about HTV?
I think the different brands of HTV. Caesar. I love Caesar HTV. I really love Caesar HTV.
I like Caesar too.
Yep. Kevin has a birthday coming up.
Oh.
HTV Ront. Yes, I like the oh gosh, it has a girl's name to it. I think it's HTV Ront or Hippo, and it has a girl's name to the HTV, and I love it too. A lot of swelling, but okay. So Sharon says physical therapist says it's going to go away. Can't get comfortable can't get comfortable enough to sleep.
Oh, Sharon.
Sharon, it's going to get better. Hang in there. We'll pray. It will get better. It's not easy to go through, but just look at the end game.
Yes, and I always be like, oh, I think I'm gonna go on live this week. I think I'm gonna on Friday nights. I'm like, oh, guys, I'm gonna go on live on Saturday or Sunday. And I say the same. I'm like, Saturday and Sunday has gone, and even I ain't going live. That's a hot mess.
Uh, have
So
you tried StarCraft Softlex? I haven't tried it.
I actually have some, but I haven't tried it. I haven't used it, but I do have some. Maybe I'll do a video showing that. Maybe we need to do some HTV. Delonda is talking about HTV. Maybe we'll do some HTV.
Sounds fun. I
So
still
this,
wanted to come on and bling along.
I know she's ready to bling along with us. So
Is
Delonda,
she? Delonda?
she's ready. She didn't say that she's ready, but I'm saying she's
Oh,
ready.
you're saying she's ready. Okay. I know how that works.
She's ready. So
I
this
saw her do
printer,
that very first bling project, just popped up, had never done it, did it perfectly.
yeah,
She is definitely ready.
She knows what she's doing, Marilyn. Somebody asked how much this printer was. The DTF printer that I have was about $2,600, I think. But you can get, it's an L1800. I think Kingdom. I got it from Pro Color, but Kingdom DTF sells it. Like a lot of other places sell them. So,
all right, Delonda says she's ready.
Delonda, she's ready. All right, let's schedule.
And Eve actually likes snakes.
Evie, and she likes the geckos too.
Uh-huh. She does not like bears. We've had this conversation. No bears. All right. All righty. Well, Patrice, thanks for coming on here. You didn't have to, but I appreciate that you did. I appreciate everyone coming in the chat. Thank you again so much to everyone who has watched a video, who's liked a video, who's made a comment, who has come to a live, who has done super chats and super stickers, everything. Yeah. Today was my son's last day of any obligations for pharmacy school. He's done with his rotations. He called me. Yes! He called me this afternoon after I was having a sad melancholy day and said, I'm done. And everything that all of you and Patrice and Best Uni and the Baby's Booty, what you've done to help my channel grow and help me grow as a creator, everything, all you guys have done is so greatly appreciated. So greatly appreciated. It's truly made a difference in our life.
Awesome. And congratulations.
Anyway.
And your son.
I'm going to go because you see my eyes getting all wet.
There she goes, y'all. There she goes.
Hey, okay, wait. Leela.
Hey, Miss Leela.
Okay, I got water in my eyes now. I can't even see, so. All right, let's see the baby pics.
Huh?
Delonda says, let's see the baby pics.
First grade. First grade. I can't.
That would take a long time because he's in his mid-20s now. So anyway, first time here, Sandra Thomas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a great community. Everyone in the chat is so fun, so nice, so giving, shares information freely, gives credit to others. And so thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Right.
And y'all check out Delonda too. She's a part of the Sublimation camp. Head over to her channel and check her out and click her little link for the sublimation because she put the wrong link the other day. I'm like, Delonda, she put the wrong link out. Like she didn't have her nap or something. So please.
I still need to sign up for it. So Delonda, I wish you were a moderator on here. You could just drop it right now. I don't know if the Baby's Booty is able to, but it's going to be a great time.
Yes.
I think people will learn a lot.
One more thing. So sign up for Delonda's camp portion and head over to Marilyn's Facebook channel or Facebook group and join her Facebook group. Please.
Thank you. Thank you.
You always forget to say that, Marilyn. I
know I'm terrible at social media. I really stink at social media. I'm going to get better. I've said that for 3 years.
Never say it.
This summer is devoted to embroidery and social media. So All right. So Delonda, she yelled at you about that, and if I don't end this correctly, she's going to yell at me. Oh, wait, Patrice, have you seen Dumps lately?
I have spoken to Dims. Believe me, Dims is always watching. She just needs, something.
Yeah.
She's having some stuff going on, but
Oh,
she's probably here. She's probably gonna text. She probably has been texting me now, telling me something. So she is definitely here. We just, sometimes you just need
yeah. A break.
get everything together. Yep.
I totally understand that. So, all right. Thank y'all for, okay, Delonda's link. I think, so Eve might have put the link in. I can't tell in this kind of chat, but
She did. Thank you, Evie
thank
and Sheila
you.
Fishenberry.
Awesome. All right. We're heading out. Thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all. And we'll see you next time. Bye
Later,
bye.
y'all.